back, everyone. It's Rebecca with Beck's Fine Art, and for today's Tidbit Thursday, I'm going to be doing a product review for Black 3.0, the blackest of all black paint that you can buy. So I'm going to be doing some comparisons in this video and see how dark it actually is. Let's get started. So I want to show you guys a few of the things I redid with the Black 3.0. Now, unfortunately, the camera doesn't do an amazing job of showing how dark it is, but I'm hoping you can notice the difference between maybe like the black glitter and the black paint. It looks pretty awesome. And another comparison, I actually have black studio walls, which you've probably noticed in some of my videos. And if you put the skull up against the wall, it is actually a lot darker than the wall, so that should show you how dark it is. Another piece that I'm currently working on, you'll actually see it in an upcoming video. If anybody has seen The Rescuers, that was kind of my theme with like these jewels falling out of the eye. I think this one actually shows how dark it is a little bit better than the other one. Also got this galaxy skull that I'm working on, so I'm going to add some more detail to the flowers up here. But again, look at how dark that is. It's like you're just gonna fall into those eyes. And before we do the comparison of paints, I just want to show you one more skull that I actually put resin over. Alright, so here's the resin one. I love how this looks. It says on the website you're not supposed to put a sealer over it, but I mean, I'm an artist, why would I follow rules? And the bird on top is just the color that it came, so you can see there's a huge difference between the two. Let's go ahead and compare some black paints to see if the Black 0.0 is actually the darkest. These are the paints that I'm going to be testing out. We've got the Black 3.0, Blick Studio Acrylic, Liquitex Basics, Craft Smart, and then Liquitex Heavy Body. Already going to be painting this wood panel black anyways, so I'm not too worried about doing a little tester on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the paints names across here in the order of which ones I think are going to be the darkest. And then I'm going to paint a few layers, dry them, and we'll see which one actually is. Like I said, I've got them labeled with how dark I think they will be in comparisons to each other. So I think Black 3.0, then Blick, Liquitex Heavy Body, Craft Smarts, and then Basics. And we'll see how accurate I am. So here is layer 1, and look at how much darker the Black 3.0 is compared to all of these. I honestly expected the Liquitex Heavy Body to be darker than it is, but we'll see. I'm going to add 2 more layers and see if any of these darken up a bit. It's funny because you can actually see the difference between these other blacks, which ones are the warm tones and which ones are the cool tones. So both the Liquitex paints are warm tones, so they have a slightly more brown appearance. And then these two are cool tones, so they have a little bit more of a grayish appearance. So these two would have a little bit of blue in them, and these would have a little bit of brown. So let's add a couple more layers and see what happens. Alright, so here is 3 layers of all of these paints, and I think there's like no question the Black 3.0 is the darkest. I think maybe the Liquitex Basics or Liquitex Heavy Body might be closer to it, but I mean, it's obvious, like this is the darkest. It doesn't absorb hardly any light. I also read online that if you mix the Black 3.0, the layers, when they're not wet, it turns white. So that's going to be another experiment. And I've also purchased some of this company's Pinkest Pink and their mirror paint, which is supposed to be like chrome. So stay tuned for those awesome product tests. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. As usual, make sure to like and subscribe, and please feel free to comment with any suggestions for future videos. See you next time!